Oh, GameStop. Time for another GameStop topic.
It's been a while. It's been like a couple months.
So GameStop is rumored to begin accepting trade-ins on Saturns, GameCubes, GBA games again, stuff like that. Basically, it's rumored, if not confirmed at this point, that they are going to expand their retro game initiative. My thoughts on this are pretty mixed. On one hand, just from a business standpoint, if I can just speak objectively here, I think it's a very good idea for anyone who's selling video games right now to be selling GameCube games. I mean, we sell a fuck ton of GameCube games.
A lot of tons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If GameStop wants to make some money off of used games, GameCube's the place to do it right now. Same thing with N64, which they're already doing, but GameCube is definitely the place. Game Boy Advance, I think there's a big enough market. People still bemoan the end of GameStop selling GBA games when they come into the store. But things like Saturn, on the other hand, I mean, I love Sega, and I know this came from the particular article we sourced came from a Sega fan site, but Saturn doesn't make any damn sense to me, because the stuff that's going to be most desirable is the expensive stuff, not the cheap stuff. No one wants it. And as we've seen in the past with professionally printed blank Snatcher CDs and things like that, we're opening up a huge possibility of counterfeits. And also,
you can go online and order GBA games wholesale that are counterfeit.
Well, and I wanted to touch back on that. As much as I think GBA is a good market to be in, even when GameStop still sold their Game Boy Advance games, everyone has stories about bootleg Pokemon on their shelf because no one can spot it. So while, yes, I think in the broad sense, monetarily, it's probably a good idea for them to start taking in things like GameCube and GBA in a perfect world where they sold stuff properly. I think what they're opening themselves up to here is way more bullshit than they should probably want to take on, especially because if they open up GBA, the number one thing that they're going to be selling is Pokemon, and we're going to get fucking notifications every 3 goddamn days about someone getting a bootleg Pokemon game from GameStop.
Sega, why would they go Sega Saturn? That's such a, like you said, most of the cheap games no one's going to care about. They're going to want the rare stuff that you can easily counterfeit. Then you're going to worry about scratch discs too on top of that. Then you're going to worry about if it has the case or not. The big ass Saturn cases,
which are always crushed and broken.
And that's a lot of the value of a Saturn game that's rare, is that case and manual. The disc is worth something, but not nearly as much. So this is a whole other can of worms on top of the repro Super Nintendo cartridges, the Chrono Trigger that's really a Madden 95 whatever. This is getting Pokemon games that are just flat out fake, but they play, but they're not going to be the real game. So are people going to care? Are they going to check them or just play?
Well, the biggest problem with the bootleg Pokemon games is your save data corrupts all the damn time.
Well, they're not going to care. They're going to say, "Oh, it works. We'll ship it out."
Right. No, I'm very surprised.
Game Boy Color as well.
I'm very surprised that they're doubling down on this as much as they are. I really felt like with how it's gone for them so far, they probably would have sat on this for a year, put in some sort of standards where they could have spotted this a little bit easier, like that fake fucking video that we always reference where people test this shit. Like, actually maybe do something like that before they decide to jump into even dicier territory.
So they now have retro gaming bundles on their website. So like you can get the Nintendo Essentials bundle. This is new. I never saw this before, so I don't check this shit because I thought we were done with it. So now there's an Essentials bundle where it looks like you get a Tetris, Zelda 2, and Punch-Out for $40 plus shipping. So they're putting together these bundles of games. There's a PlayStation 1 bundle. None are in stock, by the way, it looks like. There's a PlayStation Star bundle. I think they're looking to get rid of this shit. I think they realize. I think they realize this. I'll believe this when I see it. I think they realize they made a bad mistake. I don't see how they're making money on this stuff.
And that's
I
why
still don't.
That's why this is still a rumor. Everything that I've looked at seems to me to say that they're not as confident in this as they were.
They're not getting good PR, that's for sure.
No.
Not sure if that's worth anything to them, but they're not.
Anyways, I mean, I guess this remains to be seen. And like I said, from a pure business standpoint, yeah, GameCube's a great idea, and so is GBA. Great, that would make them money if they could pull it off right. And nothing in the past has shown them, has given me faith that they can do this right. So.
Just the me alone going to scratch discs that.
Well, they already do discs. I don't know why you're harping on this. They do PlayStation and Dreamcast.
Yeah, but it's just buying a $5 PlayStation game, and now you're going after a rare Saturn game.
Okay, fair enough.
That's or $200, like Dragoon Saga or whatever.
$300.
You see my point?
Yeah.
I mean, especially if that's all they're going to focus on, or the ones people care about. You know.